Alright, I always make 2 videos when they come out with the kit reveal. I have the developer's insights portion and the funner, better, more interesting portion that we all actually care about, which is the kit reveal. And that's what this video is. So, let's get to it. Alright, first up we have Righteous Retribution. So she's hanging out with Nisa and Biggs in this one. Just like a basic shot that calls for an assist. Final text. Deal physical damage to target enemy. Rebel allies gain retribution for 2 turns. On her turn, deal bonus true damage to target enemy equal to 10% of the damage other rebel allies received since her last turn, and deal additional effects based on the target enemy's roll. So if they're an attacker, you're going to dispel all buffs on them and reduce their speed by 5, max 200. Wow, really slow them down. Per buff dispelled until the end of the encounter. Healers and supports. Dispel all the buffs on all rebel allies. Oh, there you go. Equalize Leia's health and protection with the weakest other rebel ally. Wow. Then recover 20% health and protection. Ooh, that's kind of cool. So if you go after an enemy target, healer or support, you get all that on your side? It's not bad. And then if you go after an enemy tank, it says call all other rebel allies to assist, limit once per turn, and reduce the target enemy's max HP by 5% per rebel ally until the end of the encounter. That's not too bad, because sometimes tanks really can be a pain in the dick to get around. They have a ton of health, protection, defense, and it's like you're just shooting, attacking, and nothing's happening. So that's kind of cool too. I think the best one is to go after a healer and support. That's pretty good. That's a lot of boosts you're getting on your side. A lot of heals you're getting on your side because you attacked a healer on the other side. I guess the attacker one was kind of the least best. You know, at first it sounded cool. Ooh, reduce their speed by 5. But then when you see these other two, it's like, nah, I'd rather go after a tank or a healer. Anyways, Rebel Ambush. Cooldown of 4. What did she pull out there? Oh, just a stick. Oh, did that break? Let's see that again. Oh yeah, it goes flying in the woods over there. This is versus a droid, so it's not as funny because, you know, droids are metal, but imagine seeing this going up against like a human character or something, and you're just watching this stick break over their body. Anyways, final text. Deal physical damage plus bonus true damage equal to 10% of Leia's max health. Ooh. Might want to get her pretty healthy then. That way, then that's a lot of damage. Remove 20% turn meter and inflict a stack of ambush on the target enemy until the end of their next turn if they don't already have ambushed, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. Rebel allies gain 10% mastery and 25% potency, stacking until the end of the encounter. This ability can't be evaded or resisted. Then you're also going to inflict debuffs on all enemies based on the roll, which can't be dispelled. If they're an attacker, they get dazed. A healer and a support, they're staggered. Tanks, they have buff immunity for a turn. If they have ambush on them, they get minus 50 speed, max minus 50, and they gain additional stack upon receiving damage. At 6 stacks, lose all stacks of ambush and gain ambushed until the end of the encounter. When you're ambushed, you have minus 50 speed, still, but protection is disabled, and you're immune to protection up and bonus protection. So if your protection is disabled, what does that mean? You basically lose all your protection, so now future attacks are just going to hit you for your health? That's pretty good. Like, that sucks if you're on the receiving end of that, but if this is your squad and that's what you're doing, that's not bad. That's like an easy way to take the enemy out, you know what I mean? There you go, you lost all your protection, boom, now I'm just going to tear you up. Tactical offense. For some reason, this is a very slow move. What is going on here? Okay. Very slow. So it seems like she's got some kind of like weird force power for no reason. Why is this so slow? There we go. That's full speed. Okay, force power to pull all these logs off of some passing trailer truck. And they just roll into the enemy, but for some reason don't affect you. Look at that. They're rolling and then they just disappear. How convenient. Anyways, final text. Dispel all debuffs and remove 100% turn meter from target other ally. Looks like it hits everybody. How is there just one target that's having this happen to them? Deal physical damage plus bonus true damage increased by 1% per turn meter removed from target other ally to all enemies. What? What? Plus Bonus true damage increased by 1% per turn meter removed from target other ally to all enemies. Oh, so you're going to choose an ally to lose turn meter, and then you're dealing true damage to all of the other enemies based on that turn meter removal from your own guy. Alright. Remove call to action from all allies. Well, we know that call to action is a thing that she can do, but we still haven't heard about it. So why are we talking about call to action? We don't even know that she has this yet. Remove call to action from all allies, then all rebel allies gain call to action for 4 turns. Well, that's kind of pointless. Which can't be copied or dispelled. It's really pointless because they have it and then it says give it to all of them, all rebel allies. Well, I'd hope you're using rebel allies under Leia. Why would you not be? That would be stupid. So that's kind of pointless. Hey, let me just remove it and then give it right back. Okay. Anyways, which can't be copied or dispelled, and 10% max health stacking until the end of the encounter. On their next turn, target other ally gains 50% offense for their next ability, and if it is their basic ability, they gain an additional 2% offense for each percent of turn meter they removed. Oh. And ignore protection for that ability. If target ally defeats an enemy during their next turn, they gain 50% turn meter. Target other ally gains stealth and 150 speed for 1 turn. So you're can't be attacked because you're under stealth, and now you're fast as hell because you gained 150 speed. Inflict debuffs. Why is it going down? Inflict debuffs based on each enemy's roll, which can't be resisted. If they're an attacker, they get critical chance down and critical damage down for 2 turns. Boring. Healers and supports. Potency down and tenacity down 2 turns. Boring. And tanks. Defense down and vulnerable for 2 turns. That's the best one by far. Unique 1. Forever our princess. Oh my god, this is long. It takes up the whole screen and just by itself. Final text. At the start of battle, R2-D2... It's kind of goofy, it's specifically calling him out, but sure. Gains 75% max health, 75% max protection, offense, and potency until the end of the battle. He gains stealth for a turn, and he assists whenever Leia uses a special ability, dealing 50% more damage. Oh, okay. I think in the developer's insights, I was talking about how R2 doesn't really hit that hard, so, like, it's kind of pointless having him, you know, constantly assisting, but maybe he will hit hard because he's gaining 75% offense. So it's almost doubling. So if his offense was, let's say, I don't know, 5,000 for just easy numbers, it would be almost 10,000 now. Well, actually, it would be, what would it be? It would be plus 375, right? So he'd be at 875 still. And then with his number crunch ability, doesn't that kind of equalize with the rest of the team as well? So that could really boost that way up. And then when he attacks, he's dealing 50% more on top of that. So just for easy numbers, if he was at 10,000, now he's doing 15,000 damage as his power rating. So that's not bad. I mean, his move is kind of stupid. It's just that little spark move. But still. Damage R2-D2 receives is decreased by 20%, and rebel allies recover 10% health whenever R2-D2 attacks that turn. Ooh, does that count when he assists Leia? Because that would be kind of cool. If all allies are rebels, they should be. It'd be dumb if you were using, like, separatists for no reason in this squad. Or something. Sith, Jedi, or, you know, anything weird that doesn't belong. At the start of her turn, and each enemy's turn, Leia gains Fearless, if she didn't already have it, until she receives damage, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. Whenever an enemy's turn ends while Leia has Fearless, she gains 2% max health, all enemies lose 5% mastery, and 15% defense and tenacity until the end of the encounter, and Leia gains 4% ultimate charge. While she has Fearless, at the end of each of her turns, non-scoundrel rebel allies gain 5% mastery, stacking until the end of the encounter, and Leia gains 4% ultimate charge. Non-scoundrel rebel allies. So just straight up regular rebels. Who is a scoundrel rebel? That must be like Chewie and Han and such, right? Anyhow. Leia can't gain Fearless if she has a taunt effect. Ooh. At the start of her turn, all other rebel allies recover health equal to 100% of the damage Leia received since her last turn, which I laughed at before because it's just funny. She gets hurt and they're like, hey, thanks Leia, I feel so much better now. If their health was already at 100%, they recover this amount in protection instead. Ooh, get a little bit of overprotection. Well, actually, what if they already have full protection? Do you get overprotection or you just get screwed and get nothing out of this deal? Whenever a rebel attack or rebel support ally is dazed, they gain bonus protection 100% for 1 turn. Whenever an enemy is ambushed, all rebel allies gain foresight for 1 turn. Whenever a Jedi rebel tank uses an ability on their turn, Leia assists. Okay, okay. Oh. Just rereading those bottom lines. Whenever a Jedi rebel tank uses an ability on turn, Leia assists. Alright, that's cool. Fearless. All allies are immune to expose and fear. All allies have plus 50% offense and tenacity. Oh. And does that also apply to R2? Because that's ridiculously even more offense boostage for him. Like, is R2's thing separate, or does he get this? Because, I mean, he would be an ally. So is he also getting that additional plus 50% offense? Jeez, boy. You're getting beefed up. Start at 5,000, you end up at ridiculously high. You get the 5,000 plus this thing's basically double, so now, well, 8,750 you'd be at. Plus 50% of that is what? Another 4,375, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and an eighth, right? So you did 13 and an eighth plus the 50% when you're assisting her. So what's half of 13 and an eighth? 1/16, and half of 13 is what, 6.5. So 6. What's 1/16? Oh, 625. So it's plus 6.5625 on top of the 13. So that's 19. So you're pushing 20,000 damage when his base level is 5,000. That's a lot of boosts you're getting there. Jeez. On his offense. Unique too, Galactic Legend Zeta. I mean, they're all Zetas. That's the whole thing with GLs. Every move has a Zeta on it. I don't know why this one's specifically called out. Final text. This unit takes reduced damage from percent health damage effects and massive damage effects. She, motherfucker. Take massive damage from destroy effects, excludes raids bosses, and are immune to stun effects. This unit has plus 10% max health and max protection per relic amplifier level, and damage she receives is decreased by 30%. Leader. I know. It's funnier in the Family Guy one because it's fuck off with his boring eyes. I love you. Boring eyes. Fuck off. Final text. All rebel allies have plus 40 speed. Non-scoundrel rebel attackers gain 25% mastery and 50% max health and max protection. Non-scoundrel rebel. Oh, okay. And max protection. Jedi rebel tanks gain 100% defense for 2 turns at the start of each encounter. Protection up 50% for 1 turn whenever they gain taunt, and deal bonus true damage equal to 20% of their max health whenever using a basic ability against an enemy with protection up. Rebel allies take 25% reduced damage from out-of-turn attacks and are immune to max health reduction and plague. Oh, so basically you're saying fuck you to the Night Sisters. Whenever enemies attack out of turn, non-scoundrel rebel allies gain 1% mastery stacking until the end of the encounter. At the start of each rebel ally's turn, dispel foresight and stealth from all enemies. Oh, there you go. No, take that, Dooku. Take that, Yoda squad. Whenever enemies with less than 100% turn meter gain bonus turn meter, rebel allies gain 100% critical avoidance stacking. Ugh, critical avoidance is dumb. Every time I see a mod that has that as its primary, I sell it. And Empire enemies can't gain bonus turn meter for 1 turn. That's goofy. Whenever a rebel ally has their turn meter reduced, they can't have their turn meter reduced again for 1 turn. Ooh, there you go. Whenever an enemy is revived, all rebel allies gain 10% turn meter. That's kind of boring. Uh-oh, somebody revived. Let's just get 10% turn meter. Make sure they can still take a turn after their revival. We wouldn't want to go right away. Enemies inflicted with burning from a rebel ally can't recover health, and if burning is dispelled on an enemy, they take 20% of their max health as damage. There you go. So first off, burning, that'd be from R2, who should be in the squad. And that means they're not recovering any health, so that's decent. But if they do get rid of it, take 20% max health. That's not too bad either. That actually could probably be more damage than if they just had the burning going on them. Whenever a rebel ally inflicts an enemy with burning, they gain damage immunity for 1 turn. Whoa! Well, that's only R2 though, but still, R2 could get damage immunity? The first time a non-scoundrel rebel ally loses all of their protection, they gain second wind for 3 turns, which can't be copied. It just can't be copied, so it can't be dispelled, prevented, or whatever? Allies and enemies are immune to cooldown manipulation. Which would be cool, but I don't really care. I'm more interested in, like, ability block. So you can still have ability blocks, so it's like, that's not as great as that sounds. Anyways, what is second wind? Second wind is the first time this character would be reduced to 1% health, dispel this buff and recover 50% health and protection instead. And that is for any ally, actually, all of them basically. It's just the first time, but then they all can get that. But it's not as good as I thought it would be. It's only 50% health and protection. I mean, geez, the Boba Fett and stuff move is better when they die and come back at full health and full protection. This is only half. It's kind of dumb. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, but still. What the ultimate? These are my friends. So her thing's kind of like Jabba. You know, Jabba uses the Rancor to kill somebody, and she's got Chewie over in a, what is this, ATST? It's kind of funny, there was no videos, and then there's a video again for the ultimate. Is this long? Okay, whew, this isn't that long. All these things have been super long. Final text, gain 4% ultimate charge whenever an enemy's turn or Leia's turn ends, while Leia has a stack of Fearless, and 1% whenever a rebel ally deals damage while they have call to action. True damage to all enemies equal to 30% of Leia's max damage, 90% against enemies who are ambushed. Remove 100% turn meter, inflict ambush on all enemies for 1 turn who don't already have it, and if all allies are rebels, fracture all enemies until the end of Leia's next turn, or she is defeated, which can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. Well, that's pretty cool. So this ultimate will fracture everyone? That's cool. So now they're all just kind of standing there like, I guess we're not doing anything. All rebel allies recover 100% health and protection. Oh, so when she goes ultimate, you all heal up? That's sweet. And gain tenacity up for 3 turns, which can't be dispelled or prevented. And other rebel allies gain 50 speed for 2 turns. If this ability defeats an enemy, revive all defeated rebel allies and they recover full health and protection. All non-scoundrel rebel allies gain 30% mastery until the end of the encounter, and other rebel allies gain an additional 50 speed for 2 turns. What the F? And that all happens if you defeat somebody? If this ability defeats an enemy. That's a lot. You revive all, not just one, all defeated rebel allies. They recover full health and protection, and then basically all the rest of them, non-scoundrel, so every rebel will gain 30% mastery, and, it says in other rebel allies gain an additional 50 speed for 2 turns. What does that mean? So those 2 separate things, still, not bad. And then it says this attack can't be countered or evaded, which, I mean, I'd hope so. It's the ultimate. Imagine it could be countered or evaded. That would suck. Hey, I'm finally ultimate. Aw, they avoided it. Why does this gun look so big on her? It like starts at her jugs and goes down to like, her taco. It's ridiculous. Anyways, time for the boring ass community comments. I like that. I like that. I want that from Napoleon Dynamite with the Tupperware. Remove 100% turn meter. Fracture all enemies, recover 100% health and protection plus tenacity up. Some kind of swear exclamation points. Her kit seems super strong for defense as well, in my opinion, but I guess actual play testing will show how she really performs on defense. Yeah, I know, they're talking about how she's designed for offense, which, yeah, I mean, she is, clearly, but at the same time, it's like, they're making it sound like she'd be horrible on defense. She gives all kinds of boosts to the team. R2's there, he's giving boosts with number crunch. She's boosting up R2, which his number crunch, is boosting that boost to everyone else. It doesn't sound like she's going to be struggling. You might not want to put her on defense. Why not? Do you want a slow and thick Leia to keep them fractured as long as possible, or a or fast to deal a lot of damage. Leia! Undispellable 10 up 2. Undispellable 10 up 2. Oh, tenacity, I see what you're talking about. No way she works correctly day 1. I mean, it is CG. Good animations and very good looking kit for both defense and offense. Yeah, I mean, you guys were building it up like she's OP as F on offense and terrible on defense. Like, no, she seems pretty good either way. I wasn't reading this like, oh my god, yeah, defense is horrible. No, she's constantly like healing, reviving. Every bit of damage she takes, the whole team recovers from that. Like, what? Where's the bad defense? Excellent job of the animations. The complexity of the mechanics kit, the ultimate, just all around looks incredible. Please bug test so we don't have a Leviathan-like release, but very much looking forward to her. Complicate, though. I'm going to have to reread it a few times. What's with the fact about getting 3PO and Chewie's unique abilities? Yeah, I still don't understand that either. I don't know what that person was complaining about. I didn't see anything about that in the kit unless I missed it. No, you didn't. It doesn't make any sense. This person's just dumb. I'm very excited for this GL, but I really wish our team was comprised of different characters other than R2. It took forever to get a Rebel GL, and it's just a weird team. I never understood why Old Ben was given a Rebel tag. I mean, I get it, you're right, it is a weird team, because if you have to... First off, R2 basically is a staple. You need to have him. Her kit directly works with him. Then it says how she's got good synergy with Drogon. It didn't explicitly say that in this kit, but apparently some of her moves and stuff can help Drogon, like one-shot characters. So you're going to want Drogon. He's some weird random new character. And then there probably is a decent amount of synergy for Old Ben. He's a tank, which Old Ben kind of sucks, but maybe under her he'll be decent. And then you got her, so that leaves one other slot left, which, you know, might be Kanan, might be, I don't know, some other random thing. So you're right, it is kind of a really weird team. Like a GL who's kind of OP, but with just a bunch of doofuses. But, I mean, if that's what works, then that's what works. And as far as Old Ben, they say, I don't understand why he was given the Rebel tag. If you look at Old Ben for what he was during that phase, it makes sense. He wasn't a Jedi because we know the whole story about what he's up to nowadays. I mean, you didn't know then, but we do now. And he was hanging out with the rebels. He was helping Luke, who then ended up linking up with Han and Chewie, and you know, he became part of that team. So it kind of makes sense. If anything, it's weird that they gave him the Jedi tag, because he's not really a Jedi anymore. Yeah, he's got a lightsaber and some Force abilities, and he becomes a Force ghost, but he's not really a Jedi anymore. He's a recluse trying to hide from the days of Order 66 and what have you. Like, him being a rebel makes a lot more sense than him being a Jedi. Anyways, talking about this doofus with the Chewie thing. I'm not making fun of Crispy Fat. I'm making fun of the idiot that posted that question in the FAQ. It's likey being added to their kits, just like it's in trenches saying, like, unless there is an ally rebel galactic legend present, need a lawyer to understand all this crap. You know, that's pretty good that a bunch of people are confused. Because I'm reading through this, and a lot of times I'm confused because the way that they word things, and then they put in so much stuff, and it's, like, overwhelming, and I feel like I'm an idiot. And sometimes I'll say, yeah, I don't understand any of that in these videos, but I didn't want to do it in this one. I thought about it a couple times, because I'm just reading it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this telling me? So I'm trying to decipher it as I'm reading it and make it make sense, and half the time it wasn't, and, yeah, but I'm like, I don't want to say that I don't get it, because I'm sick of saying that and then looking dumb. But there's a few comments here that, you know, kind of coincide with what I think. So I'm like, all right, maybe it's not just me. This is really, like, wordy and confusing, and you really got to think about what they're saying and break it down as they're saying it. I'm sure Arnold will do a kit overview and make it as simple as possible to understand. Yeah, he already did. But still, you shouldn't have to rely on a YouTuber to break it down. Like, this is CG. They should be putting something out there that's already, like, clear. Or they should have their own channel where somebody, you know, Dickhead or what's the other guy's name, Crumb or somebody, talks about it in detail and they explain it. You shouldn't have to rely on some YouTuber. Like, that's kind of stupid on CG's part. Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, that's like companies. They make their own commercials to advertise their products. They don't rely on other people, influencers, to do it for them. I mean, influencers might end up talking about a product, but that's their choice. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the company still is making a proper commercial to advertise their own product. Anyways. That's funny. Somebody says, why is Princess Kneesaa shown in the animations, but there is zero Ewok synergy? So there's two things that make it funny. First off, this person, they do have a point. There was zero Ewok synergy, so why would Kneesaa be there? You wouldn't use her in that squad because she's not going to gain anything at all. But the thing I was thinking was, you know, they showed Kneesaa there with Leia and Biggs, and Kneesaa's just standing there. She doesn't do anything. Leia takes a turn, Biggs assists, and Kneesaa's just standing there. And I didn't say it, but I was thinking, what's the point of even putting her there? Why did they waste the time to add her to the animations? Like, she's not bringing anything to the table. They could have just put Leia and Biggs, and it would have showed everything we need to see. Well, why is Kneesaa here? And then I was thinking, the reason I didn't say anything at the time is because I was thinking, well, they do this all the time, and I never call it out before, so it'd be kind of weird if I call it out now, because... You know what I mean? I've never said anything in the past, and now I'm going to start worrying about it. But, yeah, it's funny. Somebody else is calling that out. It's already out. Yeah, that's what I just said. I saw it, too. I was like, damn it, I want to be first, but I never am. It's difficult for me to be first because, you know, this is like Arnold's job. So, you know, he gets up, he sees the kit reveals out, he makes the video. Me, I actually have a job, so I can't just make a video. Yeah, I gotta go to bed, and I gotta get up early, and I gotta go to work, and I'm at work, and I can't make the video. So then it's like, fuck! By the time I make the video, I'm a day late. Literally. Only Disney princesses in the animations. I get it. Isn't this Wedge, though? That's Biggs in the animation. But yeah, they're putting the crown because the other two are like princesses, and I like the ultimate. When C gets the ultimate... Will he get to use his insta-kill or have to wait 20 turns? Instant kill or have to wait 20 turns? What? What are you asking? I look forward to being on her team again. So when are the required tunes going to be farmable for her? I think they mostly all are, except for Drogon. So... It's not really that big a deal. Oh yeah, Scout too. I forgot about that. I don't think he's on a node yet, but still the other two are. So get working on them. She looks like she's designed to just completely hard counter and wreck JMK. Jedi Master Kenobi. I mean, to a certain extent, Lord Vader already does that. So, and Jabba. So, I don't know. Is there any info about an event she will have, like Jabba has? And then this one asking about keeping her thick or whatever. No, I would prefer the fast, thick Jabba's lap pet Leia. Fast, thick Jabba's lap pet Leia. Okay. She is gonna be fun. So her team is like Drogon, R2, Kanan, and Old Ben. Yeah, apparently, based on what is set up there. Why would Kanan be on the team? I don't know, but that's what is set up there. They suggested Rebel Jedi tanks, and they said Old Ben and Kanan. So apparently, I don't know. Asks Captain Drogon. Yeah, a fake random character. Isn't this the second character CG made up? They have Sorty and Captain Drogon. Yeah, that's a better question. Why would Drogon be on there? Like, what they should do, I know they make teams based around stuff already, like a CLS squad and everything, but what they should do is, in the movies, it was Leia, Han, Chewie, Luke, and then 3PO and R2. So they should make it so that Leia works with them. Not Drogon, some random character. Old Ben was long gone by this time. He's been a Force Ghost. He's not even hanging out with Luke anymore by this time. And Kanan's just random. He's, you know, just a Rebels character from, you know, it started out as an animated show. Like, I don't know. Anyways, he's synergized as a Rebel Jedi tank. But I won't break my Phoenix squad for this. Gonna try Farmer Luke instead. Yeah, I did say that too. The Phoenix Squad, he is pretty decent on there. Farmer Luke, though, I don't know about Farmer Luke under Leia. I mean, yeah, he's got the qualifications, but he kind of sucks. Who knows, though? Maybe this could be the way to make him much better. Throw him under a GL Leia, and all of a sudden now Luke's pretty decent. You know, hitting harder because the offense boosts and all that, and he's constantly healthy because of all the health regeneration. Who knows? maybe he all of a sudden he would seem pretty good. I mean, he kind of always has had potential. He just hasn't ever really had the right squad. So maybe being under Leia would be the right squad. It is actually an idea. Could try it out. It would be fitting that Farm Boy Luke is during this era. You know what I mean? Like the original trilogy. Yeah, at this point he was Jedi Knight Luke, but still. Anyways, that's the key reveal. She seems pretty good. I actually am working towards meeting her requirements. I think I have half, 8 out of 16. I might have 9 out of 16 of them met, so, you know, I'm making some serious progress. So hopefully I have her relatively soonish, you know, within the next, I don't know, 6 months. I know that's not super fast, but considering she's a new GL and I'm doing this fully free to play, that's not bad. So anyways, thanks for checking this out. I thought this was pretty exciting because we heard about this for a long time coming, so now here it is, so that's pretty cool. So hopefully you thought the same thing. And yeah, until next time, see ya.